Hello, my name is Michael Ramos, and I have been in the real estate world for, well, my entire life. My family and I have done it all and seen more from real estate sales, construction, and property inspections. And in all this time, what fascinates me the most about this industry are the people and how they changed their dreams into realty success.
This program is brought to you by City Home Inspectors, your one-stop shop for all your home inspection needs.
All right, everybody, and thank you for tuning into this week's episode of From Dreams to Realty Success, where we share inspiring stories of the top achievers in the real estate industry today. Today we have Maria Figueroa. Maria has been a realtor at Realty of Chicago, and she's been licensed for 4 years. She has extensive background and experience in finances, management, customer service, which sets her apart in the industry for sure. She is a Maxwell Leadership Certified Trainer, Coach, Speaker, a Certified Pricing Strategy Advisor, belongs to National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and recently completed a real estate investor program. You got quite a resume there, that's for sure. In addition, she devotes her time in various initiatives to excel her career, to inspire other women in business. She has contributed in Young Latina Day, served as a liaison for the Latinas in Real Estate book, which my mother Baxi is also a part of. And she sits on the board of Deals and Heels events. She's an active contributor in the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Habitats of Humanity, and local back-to-school holiday giveaways. So yeah, that's you do have, and thank you for actually sending in a bio. I never get a bio. I always tell all of our guests to bring a bio, and I know everybody's busy and everything like that, especially with the market today. You guys are insanely busy. Yeah. So thank you for taking the time to do that, because I don't know if I would have found all that information on you. That's a really good chunk of change. It really did help out. So from here I have a little segment called A Letter from Baxi. And so those of you that don't know, Baxi is my mother, and she's also the owner of City Home Inspectors. And so she's been licensed for over 21 years, and so she studies the market and everybody in it. And this is what she had to say about our guest today. Maria is genuinely kind and humble. She is very caring, a very caring individual, very professional, organized. Oh, yeah, I can tell you that. punctual. She is always supporting in various movements for good causes. Her clients are in great hands. So yeah, that's what Baxi had to say about you.
Awesome. She's so sweet. I love Baxi. She's actually one of my inspirations in the industry. So she's amazing.
Yeah, I love her too. She's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I kind of want to just jump right into it. I mean, I see all your accomplishments so far, your certifications and everything. So can you just let me know what were you doing before you got into real estate?
So before I started real estate, I was in the corporate world, right? I was in corporate America for over 25 years. And it was amazing. It's really all I've known before real estate. It was great, right? I transitioned into real estate in 2018 on a part-time basis. I do say part-time, but the reality is that it was really full-time, right? I had 2 full-time jobs. I had my 9 to 5, and then I had real estate in between, working real estate during my day job, during lunches, during breaks, and then after my, 9 to 5 through like 10 o'clock, and then coming home and doing contracts and more computer work. So it was really 2 full-time jobs. So it was in corporate America. I was a finance manager for many years. It was amazing. Loved it. But here I am today, real estate.
Interesting. So, with being a finance manager, I'm sure that really does help you out when it comes to dealing with clients in the field. Can you tell us like some of the things from your old job that kind of help you today?
There really is so much. Number one, organization, routines, right? Which is something that in real estate, it has to come from you, right? You have to be disciplined. You have to say your routines because we're independent contractors, we're entrepreneurs, right? And so that was definitely something amazing that I brought over from my corporate world, right? Having that discipline, having the routines, the organization, right? As well as, part of my responsibilities in corporate were customer service. So having those, connections and building those relationships with clients were important in my corporate world, and that was definitely an easy transition into real estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And then like also with Baxi too, she came from corporate into real estate. So a lot of people come from that world and cut and transition very well, it seems,
Yes, it
because
was
it's
an easy transition for sure. Yeah.
hmm awesome. Yeah, then like also as when I was reading your bio, I see all these certifications you have. Like the PSA one, I'm not too familiar of. So you want to kind of explain your certifications that you have
Sure.
on your belt?
Sure. So that is a fairly newer certification, and this was through the National Associations of Realtor. It is a specialized training in the art of pricing, right? In
Mm-hmm.
this market, pricing your home properly, both on the sell side and buy side, is so important, right? So it is a training that really shows you, what to use during those valuations, from technology, systems, the numbers, adjustments, and yeah, so it's a fairly new certification. I cannot wait to fully. I mean, I've been implementing it all along, right? They're all things that as realtors we're doing, right? We do CMAs,
Mm-hmm.
but it just really shows you just like all the intricate parts, right, of the CMA. You're never going to find any two homes that are alike, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a lot of expertise to really do your research and do the all the digging and dissect all these properties really to come up with the right price, right? So that we can help our buyers and sellers.
So you were saying CMAs just a second ago. For those that don't know, can you kind of explain what that is?
So CMA is comparative market analysis. So we're doing a comparison of properties in the general area, right? Again, whether it's on the buy side or sell side, right? We want to make sure that we're pricing homes properly to ensure that we're looking out for our client's best interest. So it's a comparative market analysis.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then what about the your coaching? So what was that like? What was the point of getting the coaching certificate? Are you planning on taking on are you going to be a mentor? Are you preparing for that, or
So,
what
in
was that
my
about?
corporate world, I was actually in management and was, part of my responsibilities were, managing and mentoring my team, right? So it's already in my background. And it was a situation, an opportunity that was presented at the time. And I really took it on, and it all encompasses training, coaching, and speaking, right? In the world of real estate, we do a lot of speaking, right? There's a lot of communicating. There's presentations, there's conferences. So I attended the program for the purpose of, helping me be a better agent, right? That's why I took it, but it's opened so many other opportunities for me, right? Again, I took it to be a better agent, to communicate better, to be able to present better to my clients, my investors, and I just have been doing so much more with it. And that's the amazing thing about this industry, right? It's not only about helping your buyers and sellers. It is
Mm-hmm.
just the opportunities are endless.
Yeah, and that's awesome. There's a lot of people that when they get into business, they kind of like hold all their cards to their chest. They don't want to share. They don't want to like, they want to kind of keep everything for themselves. And they're like, oh, if I help you, then you're gonna take my business. But like, there's enough money for everybody.
No,
So it's
yeah,
good
there
to.
definitely is, and I'm definitely one to share, right? I like to put things out there. If anybody comes to me with help and or questions, I would love to. I love to share. I love to give information. I love to educate.
Yeah. And then I noticed that a lot with Realty Chicago. That's kind of like your guys' main thing is is education, sharing, helping each other out. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about why you decided to join Realty Chicago?
So Realty of Chicago, it's they're, I mean, they're just amazing, right? Aside from, the tools and resources for agents, the culture, right? The culture of unity, the culture of inclusivity, right? The culture of support. That's just so important, not only in business, but in life, right? To have that culture of belonging. And that is definitely a huge, huge highlight of Realty of Chicago. The support system, the management, the mentorship. For me, I work directly under Maggie on the north side of Chicago. And, for me, she's been one of my biggest inspirations, right, in the industry and real estate. From day one, she, as my managing broker and mentor, she took me under her wing and really has shown me everything that I know today. And she's been a huge, huge inspiration. And I could not be more grateful for her in the industry for sure.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I see it too because whenever I go to like do any seminars or anything like that or lunch and learns, you're relatively there all the time,
Yeah.
So it's like, man, this lady lives here. So so but yeah, you could really tell, because there are sometimes I go to other offices and it's just not as like, I don't know if they're not marketing it correctly or they're not letting everybody know, but like you go to other offices and there's like probably two, three people there, and you're like, you got this big presentation, you bring all this food for like, a group of people, and
Yeah.
there's like two or three people there. But Realty Chicago, every time there's an event there, you guys
Uh,
jam pack the building.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's how we roll, right? It's like
Hmm.
again that culture of unity, that culture of just kind of being there for one another and supporting. I mean, it really is like none other. It's amazing. It's amazing to be a part of it. It's amazing to see, and I'm just really grateful to be part of it.
And the free Casamigos definitely kind of
I
help a
mean
little bit.
that's never a bad thing.
No, it's not. Awesome. So okay, so then from there, the next question would be, one second, I lost my spot. So with your with giving back, that's another thing that not too many people do. I mean, there's a multiple things that you do. I mean, I know we also do give back when it comes to like the giveaways in schools, turkey drives. That's a big thing that you guys do. We always help out with those. So what is the motivation to give back to the community?
The truth is that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our community, right? And it really is the least that we can do, right? It's just kind of give back, give those that maybe are not as fortunate as we are, and then just kind of be here for them, right?
Hmm.
It's just really a very natural thing to do, and it's amazing, right? It's especially during the holidays, to the back to school, giveaways, to see all the children and their parents, and it's an amazing feeling, right? It's an amazing feeling to know that you're making a difference in somebody else's life.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So then with St. Jude's, can you tell us a little bit more about what you're doing over there?
Yeah, so in fact, Sally Delgado of our office, she's spearheading a campaign right now, and our goal is to raise $10,000, and we're really, really close again to help give back to the hospital, and we have a wide range of events that are again to help bring the agents together, other people together to help raise funds for the hospital. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for that. Look at our page; we're always promoting it. And yeah, no, again, another an amazing event, right? To give back to.
Okay, cool. And then, so I kind of want to go a little bit back to 4 years ago when you were first getting licensed. Is there anything um, like any like failures or any like hiccups that you went through at the beginning of your career that kind of taught you a valuable lesson?
Oh my gosh. Do you have time?
I have all the time in the world.
There's so much, but that's how we learn, right? That's how we
Right.
learn through those challenges, through those failures. I mean, there was really it's so much that I can go back to and say, well, I could have done it different. I could have saved, time here and there, but everything is meant to happen the way it did, right? We're meant to go through those challenges. We're meant to learn from them. I remember early on, actually, when I started my career in real estate, I didn't have social media. And I started social media when I started real estate because I realized, you cannot be a secret agent in this business. And it still took me quite a few months to, start my social media. And once I did, I was just, even then, I was hesitant to post anything. I thought, there's nothing exciting going on over here. What am I going to post?
Hmm.
But the truth is, I mean, we have to be our biggest fans, right? Our biggest cheerleaders, our biggest marketers. And we have to put ourselves out there and promote our business. And so that was definitely a hard lesson, right? In the
Hmm.
beginning, I think I lost, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so in the beginning. But again, it's all a learning experience, right? You learn from
Right.
that. Aside from so many other challenges and failures I had along the way,
Okay.
but they were all, I embrace them. I embrace
Right.
them. You take them, and then you try and figure out the lesson, right? What's the lesson? Learn from it, change it, be better next time, and keep it moving.
Awesome. All right. So, what about one of your successes? What's a deal that you just knocked out of the park?
Oh my gosh. There's so much. Honestly, for me, all my deals are so special on so many different levels, right? To me, I'm just on a constant mindset of gratitude, right? We have thousands and thousands of agents in the state of Illinois. And the fact that, my clients are coming to me for help, that's huge, right? And every single one is just so special to me in so many ways. I actually become very good friends with many of my clients. And they're also different, right?
Hmm.
They're also
Hmm.
different. Some are very high, some are very low, but they're all different, and they're just all very special in their own way.
Yeah, and that's the greatest thing I think about the real estate game is not every there's no consistency. Nothing is the
No,
same.
no,
Everything is different. Every client, every file, every property, every inspection. Everything is constantly evolving and constantly changing, and
right.
that's why you make a really good point with the social media. That's a big thing. It's relatively free.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then especially if you're a new agent, if you're new to anything, you need to post every single day because
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
because what I noticed is what people tend to do is when you get a new job, you're not going to get that initial trust, of course,
Hmm.
from your peers. You're not gonna.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen.
right.
So once you get on the social media, you need to constantly post every single day. And then people are like, oh, they're doing it. And then a couple months down the line, no, they're still doing it. But
Yes,
the second you stop, like, oh, that must have not worked out for them. And people just think like that.
absolutely.
It's it's not it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. And like right
Right.
now, because I went to this one seminar, and the guy there, he's from the last generation, the the last two generations of realtors, and he was kind of saying like, yeah, focus on mail outs, don't worry about social media. And I'm like, it's kind of a little backwards, buddy. you like you know
Yeah,
and so I kind of like, it's crazy, like, things that used to like the point that I'm trying to make is that this is constantly evolving and we need to evolve with it.
exactly.
Mail outs were a great idea, 10, 15 years ago.
Hmm.
But now we're kind of getting to the point where it's like, social media is your main thing. And
Oh,
that's
it
just,
really is. Everybody's, on social media, and
right.
you just have access to so much, right?
Hmm.
On this day and age, right? With
For sure.
online and social media, and you can learn from other people too, right?
Right.
There's people that
Hmm.
inspire you. Watch them, see what they're doing, and reach out and talk to people. And that's another thing, right? In this industry, is just staying involved, right? Talking to people, but it has to come from you, right? As an
Right.
agent, you have to want it. You have to have the passion. You have to want to learn. Um, because if you don't, I mean, you can surround yourself with the best people, or go to the trainings, but if you're not implementing, if you're not staying consistent, it's only going to get you so far.
True.
Yeah.
True. Awesome. Okay. So from there, I would want to ask, what do you love the most about your job, about real estate?
Oh boy. There's Again, it's hard to pinpoint, right? There's so much that I love about it. I've made some great connections, some great friendships in the industry. Um, I especially love, again, from aside from buying and selling, helping buyers and sellers, that you have access to so much, right? The opportunities that you get from the industry, from those connections that you make from the relationships. Again, my certifications came from that, and then met so many other amazing people through that program. Right, some of my great friends are from there, and they're huge inspiration and influence in my life currently. So I think it's just all the opportunities that come with real estate. It's not only about helping the buyers and sellers and investors, but there's just so much more to it for yourself personally, for business, for growth. Yeah, it's just a wealth of opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, the amount of people you meet and interact with,
Yes.
especially in this huge city. We got a major city, so there's all types of fantastic people and freaks out there to meet.
Yeah.
you know. so, I got my last question here for you for the day. It's a fun one. Besides real estate, is there anything else you're passionate about?
I am a huge fitness buff. I guess I am an avid runner. I love running. I'm very passionate about fitness, and more so for the mental benefits of it.
Mm,
Right? I
mm-hmm.
It's really hard for me to go through a day without doing some sort of fitness. Right? Whether it be going for a run or going to the gym or yoga, something, right? It really does help to get me through the day. And it does help with stress. It helps to keep your mind sharp. I mean, there's just really so many, aside from the physical and the health. Well, the health, that's the main thing for me, right? The health and the mental benefits. But definitely, I'm passionate about fitness.
That's great. That's a good passion to have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
so yeah, awesome. I'm trying to work on that. That's something that I need to really work on.
I can give you some tips.
Yeah, send them in. I need motivation. I need to, like, yeah, because I'm stuck in this basement all day, and I need to do something. but all right, yeah, that's all the questions I had for you today. Thank you so much for coming on in. This was a great episode. Very excited to release it. If you want to take this time now to like let people know what's the best way to contact you if they want to hire your services or speak to you in the future.
Absolutely. Google me. You can Google me. I'm now on social media: Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. You can call me, email me directly, Maria Figueroa Realty at gmail.com, or DM. But yeah, but if you Google me, you'll find me.
Yeah. Yeah, now they'll find you.
Now they
You had to be
will. Yes.
pushed. Secret agents. You and Maggie always like talk about that, secret agents,
Yeah.
people that don't. But yeah, awesome. Well, yeah, again, thank you so much for coming in. Um, this is Dreams to Realty Success. Thank you everybody for watching. We were here with Maria Figueroa. Have a good one. Thank you everybody.